Translocation of organic solutes. 1. What is translocation of organic solutes? The movement of prepared food, organic solutes, to different parts of the plant body through phloem tissue is called translocation of organic solutes. 2. In which tissue does translocation of organic solutes occur? It occurs in the phloem tissue. 3. How is the direction of translocation described? Translocation occurs from a source to a sink. 4. What is a source in the context of translocation? A source is the area of supply of food, such as a food manufacturing organ, e.g., leaf, or a storage organ when it supplies food. 5. What is a sink in the context of translocation? A sink is the area of utilization of food, such as a metabolizing organ, e.g., fruit, or a storage organ when it stores food. 6. Name an organ that is purely a source. The leaf is purely a source. 7. Name an organ that is purely a sink. The fruit is purely a sink. 8. Which plant organs can act as both source and sink? The root and stem can act as both source and sink. 9. What is the composition of phloem sap? Phloem sap consists of 10 to 25% dry matter, with 90% of it being sucrose and the rest being other organic compounds. 10. What is the most acceptable theory for the mechanism of translocation? The most acceptable theory is the pressure flow or mass flow theory. 11. How are sugars loaded into the phloem's sieve tube elements? Sugars are loaded into sieve tube elements by companion cells through active transport. 12. What happens to the solute potential and water potential in the phloem when sugars are loaded? The solute potential decreases, and the water potential also decreases. 13. How does water enter the phloem? Water moves into the phloem by osmosis from nearby xylem cells. 14. What causes hydrostatic pressure in the phloem cells? The entry of water into the phloem increases hydrostatic pressure. 15. What creates the pressure gradient in the phloem? The difference in hydrostatic pressure between the source, higher pressure, and sink, lower pressure, creates the pressure gradient. 16. How do root cells absorb organic solutes from the phloem sap? Root cells actively absorb organic solutes from the phloem sap. 17. What happens to water in the phloem after solutes are absorbed at the sink? The water flows back to the xylem tubes due to increased water potential in the phloem. 18. What is the main sugar transported in the phloem sap? Sucrose, cane sugar, is the main sugar transported. 19. Why is the pressure flow theory considered acceptable? It explains how hydrostatic pressure gradients drive the movement of sugary solutions from source to sink. 20. What role does active transport play in translocation? Active transport loads sugars into the phloem and helps create the pressure gradient necessary for translocation. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and share.